on January the 12th, which is Monday, a week from tomorrow, I'm going to begin a 21-day journey, and I've split it up into 3 phases. So phase 1 will be for 7 days. Again, this is going to be for 21 days, so there are 3 phases. Phase 1, we're going to be talking about vision and alignment. It is so important. The Word of God says that where there is no vision, the people cast off restraint. The people have no motion to move forward. And so you have to, make the vision plain and write it down. We are going to talk about vision and inner alignment. It is so important. When you are not aligned, think about a car. When a car is not calibrated and aligned, a car, you might have every effort to want to move forward, but the car is going to have a susceptibility to kind of move off the bearings or sort of move off course. It's not going to go straight forward. It's going to on its own move off course because it's not properly aligned. And so that is what happens with us, is that we're not aligned inside of us. We don't have this kind of center that we're functioning from. We're going to function from a place of chaos. We're going to react to the year instead of respond to the year. So the first 7 days, we're going to be talking about vision. We're going to talk about inner alignment. The first one's going to actually talk about the power of visualization. Okay, phase 2, we're going to be talking about boundaries. We're going to be talking about discipline. We're going to be talking about energy. How many of you guys know that if you don't have a disciplined lifestyle, you are prone to live a sloppy, reckless life? You're going to react to your days. You're not going to set your intentions for the day. You're not going to maximize your day. You're not going to optimize your day. You're not going to amplify the things that you're called to, right? So the reality is that you have to live a lifestyle that is very disciplined, that is very intentional, filled with a lot of determination, connected to that north, connected to those goals, those values that are driving how you move forward in the year. So that second phase, we are going to be talking about discipline. We're going to be talking about boundaries, and we're going to be talking about how you preserve your energy. Because if we want to be in this for the long haul, we have to be healthy. We have to preserve our energy. We have to know what we're saying yes to. We have to know what we're saying no to. We can't just be a free-for-all, right? We need to be strategic about what we commit to, the things that we say yes to. They have to be aligned. Okay, and in the last week, we're going to be talking about execution. We're going to talk about confidence. We're going to be talking about moving forward, because we are not going to sit here and set all these goals and never execute them. We are going to be people who follow through. Do you know that there is a difference between being legendary and average? You can't be both. You have to pick one or the other. And if you want to run in the legendary lane, you're going to have to be a person that's very strategic and disciplined. So we are going to be talking about execution. We're going to be talking about moving forward, and we're going to be talking about discipline. It is so important for us to actually have a prescribed idea of how we're going to tackle our days. I know that there's variables that come out of nowhere abruptly that we don't have a lot of control over, but for the most part, we should be a people that are walking in order. See, God does not bless mess. He does not bless disorder. He blesses when you are strategic and mindful, and you want to align your path, how you're walking in your path with what God has already prescribed for you. Just imagine for a moment, there's endeavors that you're supposed to take on. There's maybe books you're supposed to write, entrepreneurial pursuits that you're supposed to engage in, people you're supposed to meet, places you're supposed to go. And God has anointed you to actually execute in this year, to be a person that walks fully in lockstep with what God is causing you to walk in this season. And so every Monday, I'm going to open up. Actually, it's going to go for 21 days, but on the Monday, we're going to start a new phase. So that Monday, January the 12th, is going to be that first phase. So come along on this amazing journey with me. I believe that the Lord has anointed you to rise up in this hour, to stop being complacent, mediocre, and to be excellent, legendary. I heard someone once say, I don't remember who it was, that genius is less about inherited genetics and more about installed habits. How about you start thinking that you have creative genius in you, that you actually have the capacity to create the way that God has anointed you to create, and that you have capacity to change the world through your craft, through your gift, through your talent, through your ability. We are called to steward our time, our treasure, our resources in a season where we have so much with AI, so much ability to expand our reach, all about leverage and scale, y'all. The Lord wants to increase His glory, the knowledge of Jesus, encounters with Jesus through you. And I believe that this is the hour that you're called to rise up and to do the inconceivable, the unbelievable, the incontrovertible, because God has already established who you are.